So, are you surprised? Another green day for Palantir. This stock just keeps on going up, man. It went up another 1.2% on the day, closed at $116 a share, as we had a pretty good day for stocks. Not an amazing day, but we had the S&P up around 0.5%, QQQ zero point 0.6. The Dow went up 0.75%, and the Russell kind of up around, 0.5%. I'm not seeing it here for some reason. And by the way, the futures market right now is down. We have the NASDAQ futures down 0.5%, Russell down a quarter, S&P futures down, let's see, about 0.3%. Dow's down 0.1%. So we're giving back a lot of the gains right now in the futures market. We'll see if that holds into tomorrow morning. But we're going to break down Palantir in this one. Maybe we'll cover the futures market quickly and maybe some other stocks later in the video. It's a late night video, guys. It's like 9:15 p.m. East Coast time. I was like, I'm not doing anything right now. Wife's kind of chilling. We're chilling. Let me make a quick video. All right. So cheers. Take a sip of your water. Let's talk about what happened today with Palantir. Again, the futures market a little bit here. We'll talk some other stocks if we have time. So Palantir, man, keeps on running. You guys can see we hit 117.23. At least that's what I'm seeing here on Thinkorswim. So we cracked over 117 in, I think, right before Power Hour, right around that time period. And that took us above the highs from yesterday. So yesterday we had a pretty good day, volatile day, but still a good day. We opened up at 113.14 yesterday, got down to about 108, 109. And then you guys can see we had a nice rebound in the second half of the day. Ran like crazy there. So overall, we're noticing the uptrend on this 5-day, 5-minute is obviously continuing, right? And we filled a gap. You can see as I pull the layers back a bit, we filled the gap officially. If I pull up this 4-hour chart, and by the way, we're obviously trading at a high on the 1-hour time frame as well. And here on the 4-hour time frame, would you look at that? What did we call out on this channel, guys? We called these gaps out. We called the gaps out. Look, we hit $98, or rather, we broke past $98. We then filled the gap to 107, which we talked about. That was the high from early February. Then we broke that, filled the gap now to 116.17, which we talked about. And now it's like I got so many questions today, so many questions on in the comments on YouTube, a lot on TikTok, which make sure to go follow me there at Stas Talk Stocks on TikTok. But people are like, Stas, is this going 125 before earnings? You know, it's like it's a tough question, but at this point, it looks like it could get there tomorrow. By the way, it's been moving, right? You never know if it's going to get there before earnings. I don't know, man. That's really short term. Earnings are on the 5th, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more trading days. Honestly, man, there's a decent chance it could get there before earnings. There's definitely a decent chance there. It's not like slim to none. It's more like it's freaking possible. You know, it's a decent chance. I don't know how to put it, but because we have 4 full trading days, and let's say, for example, stocks in general keep climbing up. It kind of depends on that. The S&P, the NASDAQ, if those continue pulling 0.5%, 1% green days, or let's say we have a big green day in the next 4 days, maybe that could drag Palantir up to 120, 125. It really could. But that's putting it, honestly, in dangerous waters heading into earnings. I mean, at that point, it would be up close to 100% off the lows if it got back to 125. So it's like we are now priced back to perfection pretty much heading into these earnings. And that's a vulnerable spot to be, because if earnings are not strong, if guidance is weak, you guys know this, the stock could end up tanking if it's up so much in a short amount of time. But man, it sure does look like it's going in that direction now, doesn't it? And again, I think there's a decent chance 4 more days of trading here before the 5th of May. I think we could start going towards 125. I think it's possible, man. Would it be overbought? Yes. Would it be kind of crazy to buy at those levels? Probably. But is it possible? I think it is. I think it's definitely possible here. And man, if they somehow destroy earnings guidance, man, who knows? It could go past 125. There's really no guarantee, or not guaranteed, but there's really no ceiling on where this stock could go at this point. Obviously, there's a point where it's going to hit, and then we're going to get a drastic pullback. But if they crush earnings, man, maybe 125 stands no chance, and we're going to 150. That's the kind of stock it could get to, or it is, and that's what it can turn into. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling now. It's late night here, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm just crazy, right? But that's kind of what I'm thinking here in the short term. And what am I doing? Well, I'm just holding on to my stock. I'm not buying. I'm not selling. I'm not doing any option strategies. I'm just holding on to my shares and rocking and rolling here. So I'm going to set my alert. Why not? At 117.50. So slightly above the highs from today. If we're able to get out of there, guys, that could be the sign where, okay, 120 plus is right around the corner. We could be going there. So what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. It's getting hot, man. This thing is on fire. Definitely the best performing stock in my portfolio over the last year, no doubt. And especially over the last week or two. It's just been unbelievable, the recovery we've seen. And this is why I've said before, with stocks like Palantir, companies that you want to hold for the long term, with ETFs like the S&P 500, you don't panic sell, because you could miss out on enormous rebounds. People that panic sold at $60, $65, $70, $75, $80, do you think they thought in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it was going to be right back to all-time highs almost? They definitely didn't think that. They thought it was going a lot lower. And look at them now. They look silly for panic selling there. So, again, I can't say it enough. You guys, and I tell myself this all the time. I'm like, and I don't panic sell, but it's always a thought in my mind. I'm like, why do people panic sell? These are companies that you believe in long term, ETFs that you want to invest in long term. Why does a little tank in the market, right, whatever you want to call it, why does that cause you to just forget your long-term thesis and just get rid of everything? It's like, it's crazy, the psychology behind it. I think about it, and you got to avoid it, panic selling. And with that being said, guys, let me look at the futures market quickly. By the way, run the likes up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're on the road to 100,000 subs here, guys, on YouTube. We got to get there sooner rather than later, so make sure to subscribe. We can see the S&P futures are down now almost 0.5%. Oh, man, giving back pretty much all the gains. Not yet, but a good amount of the gains from today overall, which is not ideal. It is what it is, though. A lot of the time, this could flip overnight, or it does flip overnight. It happens all the time. The NASDAQ futures are down 0.55%, so a little over 0.5% there on the NASDAQ futures. The Dow's not that bad. Let's see, 0.14. Yeah, Dow futures down, not much at all, really. And the Russell's down a little bit more than the Dow, but still not a big deal. Less than 0.25% in the red for the Russell futures. So, yeah, man, all eyes are on Microsoft tomorrow. Earnings are coming up. Markets are getting a little, antsy here. Well, we've had a lot of earnings. Make sure to go check out my last video. We covered 10 of them from today. Go check that out. But tomorrow we have the big dogs, right? Microsoft and Meta, which those are the two that I don't own either right now, but those are the two that every stock market investor, trader, all eyes are on these two, because they're going to move the market. For better or for worse. We shall see. So I'll leave you guys with that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Join the free email stock newsletter, by the way. That's linked down below. And check out the Patreon if you guys want to keep up with my portfolio, what I'm doing there. All of that is linked down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Have a great rest of your night. I'll catch you all in the next one.